West Africa's biggest railway project is underway, and it's set to change everything. In this video, we are going to look at the Ghana-Burkina Faso Railway Project, a strategic lifeline connecting Tema Port with Burkina Faso's capital. We'll break down how this massive railway will lower transport costs, stimulate economies, attract international investments, and drive regional cooperation, a true symbol of Africa's bold infrastructure ambitions. So why is this railway so important? At its core, it's about creating a vital link between a landlocked country and the coast, and doing so in a way that makes trade faster, cheaper, and more reliable. Burkina Faso, a country with abundant natural resources like gold, cotton, and agricultural goods, currently depends heavily on roads to transport goods to ports in neighboring countries such as Ghana, Ivory Coast, and Togo. Unfortunately, relying on road transport means higher costs, longer delivery times, and significant wear and tear on vehicles, all of which slow down economic progress. On the other side, Ghana's Tema Port is one of the busiest and most important seaports in West Africa, handling a large volume of maritime trade. By building a direct railway link between Tema and Ouagadougou, the project creates a much faster, more cost-effective way for goods from Burkina Faso and northern Ghana to reach global markets. This is not just an improvement in transport infrastructure, it's a strategic economic lifeline that has the power to redefine how commerce flows across the entire region. The Ghana-Burkina Faso Railway Project officially gained momentum when both governments signed agreements to commence construction. However, the vision itself has been brewing for years, embedded in broader regional plans aimed at boosting economic integration and connectivity across West Africa. The first critical step came from Ghana, which began by developing the Tema-Mpakadan railway line. This initial segment serves as the foundation, linking Tema Port to Ghana's eastern corridor. By prioritizing this section first, Ghana laid the groundwork for what will eventually become a seamless transnational railway connecting two countries. Phase 1 will involve the Tema-Mpakadan railway line. Construction on the Tema-Mpakadan railway line began in 2018 and was completed in 2024, marking a crucial milestone. Stretching just under 100 kilometers, this standard gauge railway cost around $447 million, funded mainly through a loan from the Indian government via the Export-Import Bank of India. This international partnership underscores the growing global interest in Africa's infrastructure development, but the significance of this line goes beyond the dollars and kilometers. It represents a leap forward in modernizing Ghana's transport network. The railway improves access to the Eastern Corridor, a region known for its agricultural productivity. By facilitating faster and more reliable movement of goods to Tema Port, it's already helping exporters save time and money, a clear signal of the benefits to come with the full railway extension. With the Tema-Mpakadan section complete, attention now shifts to the much larger goal, extending the railway approximately 1,200 kilometers all the way to Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso's capital. This extension will pass through key Ghanaian towns, such as Hoho, Yassikan, Nkwanta, and Tamale, before reaching the Paga border crossing into Burkina Faso. On the Burkinabe side, the railway route will cover towns including Po, Zabere, and Tenkodogo, finally terminating in Ouagadougou. Each of these towns stands to gain immensely from the railway's improved connectivity. By opening new economic pathways, the project will help attract investment, stimulate local business development, and improve the quality of life for thousands of residents. Why these towns? The railway's path was carefully designed to link major economic hubs, mining areas, and agricultural regions. This strategic route ensures the railway supports not just cross-border trade, but also bolsters internal economic activity within both countries, creating a ripple effect of growth. The impact of the Ghana-Burkina Faso Railway extends far beyond transportation. Economically, it represents a fundamental shift in how goods move through the region, drastically lowering transport costs and expanding market access. Burkina Faso, for example, heavily depends on exports like cotton, gold, and other minerals. Currently, these goods are transported mainly by road, which often involves delays, high fuel expenses, and vehicle maintenance costs that cut into profit margins. With a modern rail system, shipments can be moved faster, more reliably, and at a fraction of the cost. This efficiency boost is expected to make Burkinabe exports more competitive on the global stage, encouraging further investment in the country's resource sectors. Ghana also benefits significantly. The railway will enable smoother transport of iron ore from the Cheyenne mining region, helping the mining sector expand its export capabilities. Additionally, the improved infrastructure will stimulate business growth along the corridor. New markets, industrial parks, and logistics centers are likely to spring up as a direct result of easier access and better connectivity. This project promises to create thousands of jobs, not only during construction but also in ongoing operations and related industries, providing much-needed employment opportunities and skills development. While the initial phase of this project was funded primarily through Indian loans, the broader Ghana-Burkina Faso Railway has attracted strong interest from China. China's Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, aims to build and upgrade infrastructure around the world, with a special focus on linking Africa and Asia for smoother trade. China has a well-established track record in African railway projects, with several high-profile lines completed or underway across the continent. Their involvement brings not only financial resources, but also technical know-how and access to advanced construction technologies. For Ghana and Burkina Faso, Chinese investment could mean faster construction, better technology, and stronger long-term partnerships that help sustain the railway's operation. Importantly, this railway is not just a bilateral endeavour. It forms part of a larger network that aims to connect African markets more closely with global trade flows. One of the most promising aspects of this railway is how it aligns perfectly with the economic community of West African states, ECOWAS goals. ECOWAS promotes free movement of goods and people throughout the region, aiming to eliminate trade barriers and accelerate economic development. By providing Burkina Faso, a landlocked country, with a direct, reliable route to the coast, the railway supports these regional ambitions. Ghana, in turn, could become a pivotal trade hub, attracting business and investments from across West Africa. Greater integration through this railway can lead to more stable political cooperation, reduce cross-border tensions, and foster shared prosperity. In many ways, the railway stands as a symbol of hope and unity for West Africa's future. At this point, let us look at the challenges ahead for this project. Despite all the promise, constructing and operating a railway stretching over 1,200 kilometers comes with many challenges. Securing land rights, managing environmental concerns, and ensuring that local communities share in the benefits require careful planning and transparent governance. Environmental sustainability is a key concern. The project must minimize its impact on ecosystems and farmland, ensuring that development does not come at the cost of nature or livelihoods. Governments and contractors will need to engage with communities early and fairly, providing compensation and opportunities for participation in the railway's growth. Transparency in funding and management is essential to prevent corruption and misuse of resources. Additionally, long-term plans for maintenance and safety must be established to keep the railway reliable for decades. The Ghana-Burkina Faso Railway is much more than a national infrastructure project. It's a stepping stone toward a grander ambition, the creation of a transcontinental rail network spanning Africa from west to east. Imagine a future where trains can carry goods and passengers all the way from Ghana's Atlantic coast across the continent to ports on the Indian Ocean, such as those in Kenya and Tanzania. This kind of connectivity would revolutionize African trade and transport logistics. By linking ports on different oceans, countries would be able to diversify their export routes, reducing dependence on any single corridor and enhancing resilience against disruptions. It would also attract significant international investment, foster new industries, and encourage the kind of economic diversification that African economies desperately need. Such a network could turn Africa into a tightly connected economic powerhouse, where resources, manufactured goods, and people move freely and efficiently across borders. This vision aligns with the African Union's Agenda 2063, which aims to promote economic integration and sustainable development throughout the continent. While the economic benefits are immense, it's important not to overlook the social impacts of the railway. Infrastructure projects of this scale can transform communities by improving access to markets, healthcare, education, and jobs. Towns along the railway route in both Ghana and Burkina Faso will likely see significant development. Access to reliable transportation means farmers can get their produce to markets faster and in better condition, reducing post-harvest losses and increasing income. Improved connectivity can also encourage the growth of small businesses and services, including retail, hospitality, and logistics. Moreover, the construction and operation phases of the railway create direct employment opportunities, from engineers and technicians to support staff. Over time, the skills developed in railway management and logistics can boost local expertise, opening doors for future projects and economic activities. As this project unfolds, sustainability and inclusivity will be vital to its long-term success. Environmentally, railway transport is generally more eco-friendly than road transport, producing fewer greenhouse gas emissions per ton of freight moved. This makes rail a more sustainable option for expanding trade and transport in West Africa. However, construction activities can pose environmental risks, such as habitat disruption, soil erosion, or pollution. It's crucial that both governments implement rigorous environmental management plans to protect natural areas and comply with international standards. On the social front, inclusive engagement with affected communities is essential. Ensuring that local populations benefit from the railway through job creation, fair compensation, and opportunities for participation helps build support and trust. Projects that respect human rights and promote local empowerment tend to succeed in the long run. The Ghana-Burkina Faso Railway also presents an opportunity to leverage cutting-edge technology. Modern railways incorporate digital signalling, automated controls, and real-time tracking to improve safety and efficiency. Adopting such technologies could set new standards for railway infrastructure in West Africa. Beyond the trains themselves, integrating the railway with digital logistics platforms could streamline cargo handling and customs processing. This would minimize delays at border crossings, improve transparency, and facilitate smoother trade flows. The use of technology also opens doors to more effective maintenance regimes, predictive diagnostics, and energy-efficient operations, all of which contribute to lowering operational costs and extending the railway's lifespan. Infrastructure projects like this railway don't just impact economies, they can also promote peace and stability. By fostering interconnectedness, they create shared interests among countries, encouraging cooperation rather than conflict. When economies become intertwined through trade and transport networks, it becomes easier to resolve disputes diplomatically because all parties benefit from peaceful relations. In a region historically challenged by political tensions and occasional conflicts, the Ghana-Burkina Faso Railway offers a pathway towards stronger regional unity. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the Ghana-Burkina Faso Railway, a visionary project set to transform West African trade and connectivity. This isn't just about trains or tracks, it's about empowering millions, boosting economies, and fostering regional unity. If you found this story inspiring and want to stay updated on Africa's most exciting infrastructure projects, please hit the subscribe button and join our growing community. Your support helps us bring you insightful stories that matter. Don't forget to like, comment, and share to spread the word. See you in the next video.